organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, we'll take a look at how construction is coming along for the New Hampshire Auditorium.
And ready for some tasty treats, we have a preview for the Taste of Iowa City.
And in sports, we catch up with Iowa football receiver Jacob Hillier.
Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Hannah Thompson.
And I'm Nick Fisher. Due to construction, students walking to class may have to change their routes. Hampshire Auditorium is one area where construction is underway. Our own Tanner Sigworth finds out what adjustments the construction projects are making so students can get to class.
The New Hampshire Auditorium is on schedule to be finished in the spring of 2016, but for now, it's well into construction, and students are feeling uncertain if the surrounding walkways are usable.
It's kind of up in the air because things changing a lot down here. They're tearing stuff up.
Muddy walkways, closed sidewalks, and detours are becoming common for UI students, and in the constant rush to and from classes, students want to be sure the route is accessible.
At least more certain that you're going to get through without having to walk through mud or anything.
But project manager Joe Tronis says construction has made accommodations for pedestrians, including loading and delivery times.
Pretty much we have a lot of major deliveries that we try to coordinate and have those happen early in the morning before a lot of people wake up about 6 or 7 in the morning.
As for the sidewalks,
the river walk along it I think is wide open right now so people can walk along the river. Obviously we have access up Park Road, so we try to keep that open so we don't stop pedestrians from getting where they need to go.
So many construction projects are going to continue around Iowa City, but no need to worry because construction managers are worried about your safety and are keeping the sidewalks clear. For Daily Iowan TV, I'm Tanner Sigworth.
Other walkways are opening up around Iowa City. The sidewalk on Clinton Street across from the new music building is clear. We'll keep you posted on other detours to help you get around town smoother.
Hundreds of students packed the Iowa Memorial Union today for the Student Organization Fair. Academic, athletic, and cultural student organizations showed up to spread the word about their involvement. The fair is held at the beginning of each semester along with the job fair.
Really good representation of what Iowa has to offer students. Definitely there are plenty of organizations out there, not all of them are even present here today, but I would say it's definitely a good way to either find a job or find a club that you are interested in.
While students got acquainted with organizations on campus, our Taylor Smith talked to senior students to find out where the best study spots are on campus.
What places would you recommend for incoming freshmen to go study?
I guess my kind of little nooks and crannies that I like to go to. One is probably the law building. I really like to go over there, but I used to live in Hillcrest, so that was always close for me. I really like to go to the topper level of the main library. As well as the Tippie College Business Library.
So what would you say is a good study spot, secret places, and good places to go?
I would say library, the main library, and definitely second and the third floor between the stacks. There are those tables with 2 chairs at each end.
Thursday night at 8, the Iowa Memorial Union will host famous Broadway film and television actor Jeffrey Tambor to the main lounge. He is the University Lecture Committee's first speaker of the year. The actor is famous for his roles in Arrested Development and the movie Meet Joe Black. Performing Your Life is the name of the show, and Tambor will touch on his Jewish upbringing, father role, and life in front of the camera. The lecture is free.
Downtown was bustling today as area restaurants prepared for the annual Taste of Iowa City event. Our very own Megan Sanchez caught up with one local yogurt shop to see what they did to prepare. Megan, take it away.
Well, Taste of Iowa City, this is our second year participating in it, and all of these restaurants sample some of their best, or maybe their probably the best cooking you will find in Iowa City. And for Aspen Leaf, we are featuring our dark chocolate cover strawberries, and also we're featuring our caramel apple that we make in-house from scratch. It's beautiful, the whole downtown full of people, full of life. We have also variety, over 70 topping of varieties, togetherness. I think that's the best part. You know, we've noticed on our Facebook page, people were trying to coordinate a time to meet in downtown Iowa City, whether they're going to try a froyo or they're going to try a different food. Have fun. Really, really enjoy meeting people, and hopefully people come out and visit with us. That's all.
Be sure to tune in tomorrow night when Megan gives us a full taste of what's going on tonight. Stay with us. Coming up, find out how a game of badminton is connecting two students from different countries.
And how some law students might not be required to take the bar exam.
But first, let's see if our cool weather this summer will continue into tomorrow and this football Saturday.
I really hope it will. Abby Myers is standing by with the weather. Abby, how's it looking?
It looks like wetter and cooler weather for the next few days. Tomorrow morning, before walking to class, be sure to pack your rain jacket because we will have a 45% chance of rain in the early morning with a low temperature of 68 degrees. With persistent thunderstorm clouds hanging around the rest of the day, we will only see a high of 76 degrees by tomorrow evening. Moving into the game day weekend, be sure to pack your tents for tailgating because it looks like a high chance of rain during the football game. Temperatures will stay consistent around the high 70s and lower 80s. Sunday looks like our only dry period before Labor Day's early morning storms on Monday. And that's a look at this week's forecast. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Abby, for the update. People on a big campus like Iowa find friends through many avenues. But for two students from opposite sides of the world, they found their friendship over a game of badminton. Michelle Nago has the story.
Quick look around campus, and it's obvious. International and domestic students rarely hang out together.
Basically just the stereotypes, I guess, that a lot of people, hold to Asians.
But seniors Jared Shabo and Yuhao Sayai, better known as Drake, prove stereotypes can be broken.
In some American movies we watch in China, it's just party a lot, drink a lot.
Asians can't drive.
By not only becoming best friends, but staying roommates since their freshman year of college.
The reason why I'm come here is not only for get grades or something, also come here learn something from new cultures.
And they have learned from each other's different cultures.
今天你好吗?
What's up?
But their 5-year friendship still surprises other students.
They're a little shocked, oh, he lives with a white guy and an Asian. That's kind of weird.
And they got even closer a year and a half ago when Jared finally agreed to learn Drake's favorite sport, badminton.
I was just terrible. I was hitting the birdie in other courts. I was hitting the birdie behind me.
But after spending most of their days on the badminton court, they can now add favorite teammates to their list for their last year living together.
He goes to grad school here and I go to grad school here. Probably keep living together, to be honest.
Michelle Nago, Daily Iowan TV.
A new poll out by USA Today and Suffolk University shows the United States Senate race in Iowa is in a deadlock. 500 people who were considered likely Iowa voters were polled. Republican Joni Ernst received 200 votes, while Democrat Bruce Braley edged her out by only 1 vote. Democrats were initially favored to win the Senate race. There are now less than 70 days of campaigning for these two candidates. In-state law students in Iowa might have one less exam to take. The state is looking into eliminating the bar exam for Iowans who got their law degree in-state. The bar exam is a state-by-state test to determine whether a student can practice law in a state.
The Iowa Supreme Court is hearing from law professionals to get insight as to whether this would be a benefit. As of now, only Wisconsin allows attorneys graduating from Wisconsin law schools to skip out on taking the test.
Now we're going to toss things over to our sports studio where Laura Belanda is standing by. Laura?
That's right, guys. We'll hear from Iowa football wide receiver Jacob Hillier and new head soccer coach Dave Diani later in the program. But first on the agenda, some good news for Iowa basketball fans. Welcome to the Daily Iowan TV Sports Studio. I'm Laura Belanda. At the Chris Street Memorial Golf Tournament on Monday, head coach Fran McCaffrey said that sophomore Peter Jock has been reinstated to the team. Jock was suspended indefinitely for 2 separate incidents that happened in the offseason. Jock averaged 4.5 points as a freshman. Depth, experience, those are the terms that come to mind when talking about Iowa football's receiving corps. Senior receiver Cavante Martin Manley leads the group into their home opener against the University of Northern Iowa on Saturday. But opposite of him, junior wide receiver Jacob Hillier, our football reporter Whitney Blakemore caught up with Hillier on Tuesday.
Hey guys, Whitney Blakemore here with wide receiver Jacob Hillier. And Jacob, Kirk Ferentz said earlier in his press conference that UNI is a very consistent team. So how are you going to combat that on Saturday?
I think
coming into this year with more confidence in our offense and as a team in general, and plus having guys on the team with prior experience playing them 2 years ago. I think we're going to take it head on and understand that these guys are going to come ready to beat us, and just go in there with full confidence and play our best as a team.
And mentally, how are you going to prepare for this first game at home?
A lot of film work, and I think the coaches throughout the year and off season have really prepared us as players to play at our best level, and with a in the best crowd, at the top spot every game. And I think that's what's going to happen when we come up Saturday.
And what do you think is going to be the difference that we're going to see in the wide receivers from last year to now?
I think more depth as a receiver core that can play, and the guys that have experience, and guys are going to be out there running around, excited and ready to make some plays.
All right, well, thank you very much, and then back to you all at the studio.
Thanks, Whitney. New head soccer coach Dave Diani hopes to build off the success that the team found under former head coach Ron Rainey. Rainey took the Hawkeyes to their first NCAA berth in the 2013 season. Daily Iowan TV sports reporter Taylor Bartz spoke with Diani about his plans for the team. Taylor?
I'm Taylor Bartz here with new Iowa soccer head coach Dave Diani. Thanks again for making time for me today. So what are you looking to accomplish with your first season with the Hawkeyes?
Well, I think we want to be consistent. It's a little bit different message that we're sending to the girls, and so we want it to be a consistent message, consistent theme every day. Some of it is hard work and being competitive. Those are some things we need to bring to training every day. Being fit, so just being consistent about what we expect out of them, so they can be consistent with their performance, and they can be consistent with holding each other accountable.
You've had a few very impressive seasons with the Lakers, going 221-18 and winning 3 NCAA Division II national championships. What's your secret?
Good staff, good players. That's certainly 2 of them. Staff that is solid in the message they send to each other and support one another. But getting players that are competitive in the classroom, on the field, and as people.
In your opinion, what areas of the program need the most improvement, and how do you plan on implementing that?
But because they had such a great year, certainly we want to be deeper. We wanted to be deeper. We want to play more players. Last year they had such a great successful season. It was amazing to even follow from where I was at. But we want to be deeper. We want to have more numbers playing. For that to happen, we have to get better training environment and a little bit more competitive spirit amongst our players. I would like to play a little bit different style. We're so good defensively with Mel Pickard and Katie Brown and players like that. But and then we tend to rely on a little bit too much on Chloe Lacoste. And for us, we need to get more people to contribute.
All right, Dave, thanks a lot for your time. That's all I have for you today. Back to you at the desk.
The team is currently 2-0 on the season and returns to action this Friday at Fresno State. That'll do it for me here in the sports studio. Tomorrow we bring back our Thursday night pregame show. We'll have everything you need to know about this Saturday's football matchup against UNI, including an in-depth look at Mark Wiseman's journey as running back. Nick, Hannah, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Laura, for the sports update.
Make sure to pick up a copy of the Daily Iowan tomorrow morning. Find out how the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge is increasing donations for the UI Hospital and Clinics.
And a debate preview for the 3rd Congressional District between Marionette Miller-Meeks and Representative Dave Loebsack.
You may see more Iowans on your TV screens in the upcoming months. Today on Good Morning America, it was announced that Bachelorette contestant Chris Soules will be the next Bachelor, which I'm very excited about. Soules is from Arlington, Iowa, and he made it to the final 3 male contestants on Bachelorette Andy Dorfman's season.
And Des Moines native Lolo Jones will be a new member on the Dancing with the Stars cast. The runner will have a shot at dancing when the next season returns September 15th.
Well, that's all we have for you tonight. Thanks for tuning in to Daily Iowan TV, and make sure to catch us every Sunday through Thursday at 9 p.m.
Also, stay up to date with campus news at dailyiowan.com. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.